Hello and welcome back to the Elite Transformations podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the pressures of Christmas. But first of all, peak of the week.
Peak of the week. I cultivated some time to do some self-care this week, which is very good.
Amazing.
Yeah. I felt like it had slipped. Obviously, we're all busy in the very busy season.
Yeah.
So I carved out some time to be like, right, take care of myself.
Nice.
Which is good.
What level did that bring you back? So stressed and then bring it back down to like a calm position? Happy, content?
Content,
Peace.
I think. Like peacefulness, which is good. And then I'm like ready to go again. But I feel like I had,
Nice.
like, that was a really nice experience. So.
Good. Well done you.
What was your peak of the week?
I bought a electric piano. And everyone I tell is like, oh, cool, can you play piano? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, why have you bought one then? And I'm like, well, obviously to learn how to play it. And everyone's baffled by it. It's like, have you got piano lessons? Like, no, that's a good idea though. But people, my logic is buy it, play it. Other people's logic is learn it and then buy it.
Well, I think it's probably like to see if you enjoy it, but you already know that you enjoy piano.
Yeah, I played like at a hotel, Dance Monkey.
For many hours.
I wound up a lot of the hotel.
Guests.
Probably guests.
Yeah. So you know that it's something that you want to learn. So I think that's yeah. There you go.
It's just full commitment.
Yeah, but people are baffled because it might be like, oh, you haven't played piano before, keyboard.
How do you know you're going to like it?
And you already know you're going to like it.
It's like, yeah, I want to play Dance Monkey on the piano.
Oh, yeah.
Which I learned a bit of that last night.
You did, and it sounds like Dance Monkey, which is very good. I feel like that's very good. Timing's perfect. It's great.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of myself.
No, I think you should be. Well done. So to celebrate that.
When I get really good, I will play a jingle for the Elite Transformations podcast.
That's good. I look forward to that, Rich.
Pressure's on. We might lose all of our viewers.
So we're like, he should not be in the music entertainment industry. He should stick to PTing.
Yeah.
Or they might be like, this is the most fantastic jingle we've ever heard. We're going to employ you for write the theme tune.
I might be called Mr. Jingle.
Mr. Jingle.
I'm sure there's someone already called Mr. Jingle.
I reckon so.
All right.
And if not, there's a real gap in the market.
Jingle PT, Mr. Jingle PT. Anyway, right. Let's crack on with today's episode. The pressure of Christmas.
The pressure of Christmas.
We're going to be mainly talking about, well, let's set the scene. Let's set the scene first. I have found Christmas really stressful quite a few years in a row, which is something I need to learn not to do, which we can share those experiences and share how to do that right now. So I find Christmas quite stressful. I have found Christmas quite stressful because there's so much work to get done before the Christmas period starts.
Yeah.
So the pressure is on to get everything done. Then there's the pressure of buying presents, the pressure of all the social events, which everything just seems to stack up, which then makes, everything just stacks up and becomes quite stressful and challenging. So I have found Christmas quite stressful.
Which part would you say is the most stressful?
Having to be in multiple places back to back to back. I'm naturally probably somewhat of an introvert. Socializing takes something out of my batteries. So having to be here and to be there and to be here and to be here, and then going day and day and day in a row, that takes. So actually finding some rest in there or managing that scenario would be a really helpful thing for me to get better at, and I'm sure lots of you guys would benefit from that too.
Yeah, that's super observant of you in terms of like understanding whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. So in terms of like again, explaining the difference between the two, it's understanding that introverted people fill up and their battery is charged by taking and spending time alone, whereas an extrovert, their battery is charged by interacting with people. So an extrovert wakes up and goes, I must connect with people and I need to do all of that stuff and be really busy and connect, as an introvert wakes up and goes, my battery is really full, and then over the day becomes depleted with interactions, and the extrovert is the other way. So understanding that about yourself is super helpful to know that actually in order for me to energy balance manage myself, I need to make sure that I've adequately put in time and space for me to be able to be like, oh, okay, I just need to fill up my battery by just spending time on my own, or, you know, spending time going for a walk, or just taking that time out. And again, it's also like that can be done in micro doses, so you can kind of go, okay, if in a family situation in the holiday season, it would be taking time out, but I'm just going to go and stand outside for a minute.
Yeah.
Take some peace.
Because it's chaos, isn't it?
Well, it's just busy, and it's, you know, and some people love that, and it fills them up, and they feel fabulous. And
I guess, yeah, to me it's chaos. To other people, to an extrovert, they might thrive.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably will thrive.
Yeah. Whereas for you, you're like, whoa, it's quite a lot. So it's managing that. It's very observant of you to say that. And so, yeah, so that's your main, you know, it sounds like that's your main concern, is managing that boundary and managing that energy. And the same point where I think during this season as well, there's, for you, late nights and early mornings. So generally you're an early mornings kind of guy. And I think that then what then begins to happen is the late nights stack up and you're like, whoa, and it feels like it's nonstop. I think for you, like, because of the work that you do is an early morning start.
Yeah.
And I'm sure lots of other people will find that in terms of the holiday season is like from both ends. You're burning the candle at both ends. That's the sentence, isn't it? So again, it's about navigating that and being mindful. Like, awareness around that is the first step of becoming aware of, like, okay, that's something that in this season, I just need to be really mindful of, taking that time to be like, I need to build in those moments of, for you, okay, just going to go and stand outside or walk around the block, or, you know, navigate that in a way that keeps you thriving in your environment. As you say, extroverts will be like, love this, and that's cool too.
So many people around, I can bounce off everyone.
And it fills them up and catch up, and it's joyous. And for you, you're like, it is joyous, but also I need, it is joyous, and I need to just take that time in order for me to just process and then continue to thrive. So thank you for sharing that.
We also have the pressure of everything being excellent, everything being perfect, everything to please everyone and to be pleased and to be grateful for everything, which that's a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's navigating those, everything is expected to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, then it's not enough. And
perfect Christmas and
I think that it's managing those expectations of being really gently with yourself and, like, what does Christmas look like to you? But again, it's managing those experiences and quality over quantity. I always think with everything in terms of, what do you individually value, and then dial up on that. So it might be that what do you individually value? Dial up on those things that bring you, again, we talk about joy, but dial up on those things that bring you joy, and go gently with yourself in terms of realizing you have permission to step back and understand and navigate what, that holiday season looks like to you. And especially when, people are navigating so many things, and then there's this layer upon layer of this expectation that it needs to look a certain way, and you need to feel a certain way, and all of those things are really high expectations. So it's about dropping that expectation and, again, being compassionate with self and everyone else in that room or in that environment, and saying, okay, we need to drop the expectation of what we expect it to be, allow ourselves to feel that joy in the moment, and then step forward, but giving yourself permission to drop that expectation around, everything has to be perfect. Gift wrapping has to be perfect. The dinner has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. Because even when you talk about it, it's like, whoa,
And actually, there's magic in messy.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. There is magic in messy, and there's magic
Genuine.
in authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that, we have such a high expectation around what the holiday season must look like. We have forced fun. We will have fun. And I think that's also a thing that, fun. It puts pressure on, you have to have fun. Instead of like, this is fun, it's you must have fun.
Yeah, and there's no quicker way to suck the fun out of something than to be told that you must have fun, or the expectation of you must have fun.
Yeah.
You're not smiling, you're not having fun, you're not enjoying it.
Oh God. So just
chill out.
Yeah, navigating that and being really gentle with yourself. I think that's where we're coming from, and realizing and understanding that, all the experiences that we have in this holiday season, like, we're worthy of also being there and enjoying the bits that individually we enjoy. I think that, it's just compassion going through that. And the same, I think that would be my message.
Yeah.
My message.
So we have to become aware of what is the stress or the cause is important, to set boundaries with, and correct me if I'm wrong, boundaries and expectations similarly related.
Boundary management. I think that's for me is an important thing about so again, for you, taking those micro breaks is a boundary. Is boundary management for you. If I have to take accountability of I need to take those breaks. So that's a boundary management vibe.
That's down to me to put that in. So I'm looking after myself.
Mm-hmm. So you're managing your own boundaries.
And we're all responsible for ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. And then what was the other thing? Oh, I would talk about protecting your yeses. So instead of saying necessarily, we can do a well-placed no, and that's really important in terms of understanding that you can put a well-placed no in, but it's also protecting your yeses. Really think through something before you say yes. So that's what I would talk about, protecting your yeses in terms of boundary management, rather than saying, I have to say no. It's protecting my yeses, being really gentle with that. And then again, reconnecting. So I was talking about the compassion, reconnecting with what you find magical and joyous in those moments. Is it, for me, I love the twinkly lights. I love the smell of the smell of the tree is more that I value that more than decorating the tree. I love the smell of it, and I like that it's navigating those things individually. That's just an example. So whether what's filling you up, what are you important. I like baking at this season. That brings me joy, but it might not be that something else brings me joy.
Creativity of it.
So reconnect again, I think that would be reconnecting with individually what you find joyous in this moment, instead of trying to finding your expectation of I need to find everything joyous. It's okay, what's really meaningful and important to me, reconnect with that, and then let that shine out of you, and then someone else will be I love cooking at this time, and then you can allow that allows them to be their joy in that situation, and then you could it's more of a collective vibe than I need to be.
Everyone can have their roles and chip in to bring to the table, rather than everyone feeling frantic to do everything and then nothing works smoothly.
And again, that stress. Whereas it's if we all individually enjoy individual bits of it, then that's really nice, because collectively everything's going to get done.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. And I think the same point, expectation-wise, nothing has to look like a film. It doesn't have to look like a movie scene. Your vision of Christmas is allowed to be imperfect. And, as you said, messy is magic. Imperfection.
There's magic in messy.
Yes, and imperfection can be beautiful.
I'm going to hashtag that.
I like that.
Can I copyright it?
Possibly.
There's magic in messy.
Yeah.
Take home point.
Magic in messy. So yes, I think that's where we'll stop this.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Elite Transformations Podcast. We'll be back soon with more tips to keep you healthy and thriving, not just for this holiday season, whether it's holiday season or not.
More exciting news as well is that there is an opportunity to work with us in January. So log on to the website, to find out more details. This is going to be properly exciting. We can't wait to start it in January. Right, thanks guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.